Welcome to Minds That Changed the World. This video celebrates the revolutionary ideas and enduring legacies of history's most influential thinkers, from ancient philosophers to scientific pioneers and unsung heroes. This program is brought to you by the Series of Thoughts team as part of the Great Thinkers series. We will explore 5 key areas, starting with what defines intellectual greatness. Then, we will journey through ancient origins, scientific breakthroughs, the impact of unsung heroes, and how these living legacies shape our world today. Chapter 1 asks a foundational question: what makes a great thinker? True greatness is not merely raw intellect. It is a constellation of traits that converge to reshape how humanity understands itself and the world. Intellectual greatness requires several key traits. These include insatiable curiosity, the relentless desire to ask why; intellectual courage, the willingness to challenge orthodoxies; cross-disciplinary vision, and enduring relevance across generations. The myth of the lone genius is often misleading. Intellectual greatness is relational, thriving in communities of discourse and through collaboration. Transformative ideas emerge from a rich ecosystem of mentors, rivals, and cultural currents. Chapter 2 dives into ancient origins, exploring the foundational philosophies that still shape how we think, govern, and understand reality. Socrates, despite writing nothing, pioneered the Socratic method, a relentless form of questioning that became the cornerstone of Western inquiry. His belief that the unexamined life is not worth living remains the foundation of critical thinking pedagogy. Plato founded the Academy, proposing the theory of forms. His student Aristotle focused on empirical observation, pioneering formal logic and earning the title the first scientist. Together, they established the groundwork for Western thought. Confucius, in ancient China, focused on social harmony, virtue, and the good society. His teachings on moral self-cultivation shaped Chinese governance and family life for over 2 millennia, influencing East Asian cultures profoundly. We also recognize thinkers beyond the Western canon. Laozi founded Taoism, Siddhartha Gautama established the philosophical framework of Buddhism, and Panini formalized Sanskrit grammar, a precursor to modern computing theory. The Islamic Golden Age preserved and advanced global knowledge. Scholars like Al-Khwarizmi, the father of algebra, Ibn Sina, whose canon of medicine was a standard text for 500 years, and Ibn al-Haytham, a pioneer of the scientific method, laid the groundwork for the Renaissance. Chapter 3, Scientific Pioneers, features the revolutionary minds who rewrote our understanding of the universe. Galileo Galilei was the first to use the telescope with scientific rigor, shattering the geocentric model. His insistence on observation over dogma, despite conflict with the Church, earned him the title Father of Modern Science. Sir Isaac Newton built the mathematical framework for the physical universe with his Principia Mathematica. This monumental work unified terrestrial and celestial mechanics, establishing the laws of motion, universal gravitation, and co-inventing calculus. Albert Einstein's 1,905 feet annus mirabilis fundamentally altered physics with special relativity and E=mc squared. His later general relativity reimagined gravity as space-time curvature, underpinning GPS technology and black hole physics today. Marie Curie was the first woman to win a Nobel Prize, and the only person to win in 2 different sciences. Her pioneering research on radioactivity isolated new elements and led to mobile X-ray units that saved countless lives in World War I. Ada Lovelace, in the mid-1800s, recognized that Charles Babbage's analytical engine could go beyond calculation. Her notes contained what is now considered the first computer algorithm, predicting the digital age a century before its arrival. This timeline highlights key moments of scientific progress, from Copernicus publishing the heliocentric model in 1543 to Einstein's annus mirabilis in 1905. Each step built upon the previous to expand human understanding. Chapter 4 focuses on mathematical minds, the abstract thinkers who built the invisible architecture of modern civilization. Srinivasa Ramanujan, largely self-taught, produced nearly 3,900 mathematical results on infinite series and number theory. Invited to Cambridge by G.H. Hardy, his notebooks remain a living source of discovery in fields like string theory. Emmy Noether, called the most significant creative mathematical genius by Einstein, revolutionized abstract algebra. Her theorem, which links symmetry and conservation laws, underpins all of modern particle physics and cosmology. Hypatia of Alexandria was the first known woman mathematician, philosopher, and astronomer. She led the intellectual life of Alexandria, designing astronomical instruments. Her legacy proves that intellectual brilliance is not confined to a single gender. These three mathematicians, separated by centuries and continents, all worked against formidable barriers. Their insights fundamentally reshaped their fields, demonstrating the global nature of mathematical genius. Chapter 5 celebrates literary and philosophical visionaries, thinkers who shaped how we understand the human condition through the power of language and ideas. Voices like Mary Wollstonecraft, who established feminist philosophy, Frederick Douglass, who dismantled the justification for slavery, and Simone de Beauvoir, whose work reshaped gender studies, wielded language as a transformative force. Rabindranath Tagore was the first non-European Nobel laureate in literature. His work blended Eastern and Western traditions, influencing education, art, and even composing the national anthems of India and Bangladesh. Chapter 6, Debunking Myths, focuses on separating historical truth from popular legend to better understand why accuracy in history matters. Many famous stories are oversimplified. For example, the apple did not suddenly inspire Newton's gravity. He gradually developed the concept. Einstein did not fail math, and Galileo's famous experiment likely used inclined planes, not the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Hero myths create an unrealistic standard of genius as lightning bolt, discouraging many. The real stories reveal that breakthroughs emerge from sustained effort, collaboration, failure, and persistence. Telling the truth makes genius accessible. Chapter 7 explores diverse perspectives, broadening the lens on intellectual history to include voices often left in the margins. The intellectual canon must expand beyond a single narrative. Thinkers like Ibn Khaldun, a pioneer of sociology, Sor Juana Inés de la Cruz, who defended women's education, and W.E.B. Du Bois, who profoundly shaped our understanding of race, deserve greater recognition. We must also acknowledge indigenous knowledge systems. The Mayan civilization independently developed the concept of zero, and Aboriginal Australians preserved the world's oldest continuous knowledge traditions in ecology and cosmology. These traditions enrich our collective understanding. Great ideas have emerged from every continent. This visual highlights the diversity of intellectual traditions that have contributed to our shared heritage of knowledge across the globe. Representation matters because visibility inspires action. An honest account of human achievement requires accuracy, including all authors. Furthermore, innovation consistently thrives in environments that honor diverse intellectual traditions and perspectives. Chapter 8 explores the living legacy, how the ideas of the past continue to shape the present and point toward the future. Ancient ideas are embedded in modern technology. Lovelace's vision underpins computing. Noether's theorem is essential to particle physics. Einstein's relativity is crucial for GPS accuracy, and Curie's work enables modern radiation therapy. Philosophy's influence endures in society. Aristotle's ideas shaped democracy, while Confucian ideals influenced meritocratic governance. The Socratic method is the backbone of law, and Enlightenment philosophy shaped modern human rights frameworks. Intellectual history is a living, evolving conversation. The chain of inspiration stretches from ancient foundations to modern breakthroughs. The next link in this chain of knowledge and discovery could be forged by anyone, anywhere. The impact of these minds is staggering. Ramanujan's 3,900 theorems are still being applied. Billions rely on Einstein's relativity for GPS, and Socrates' dialogues influence 2,500 years of curriculum. Their legacy is immeasurable. We conclude this video by encouraging you to celebrate these minds, question the world around you, and create new knowledge. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the minds that changed the world. As we close this journey, let's distill the essential lessons from these extraordinary thinkers. Greatness is built, not born. It is a practice shaped by curiosity and courage. Diversity fuels discovery, as breakthroughs emerge when ideas cross borders. Furthermore, ideas are immortal. The work we do today shapes the world for our descendants. The story is not over, and the next revolutionary idea may be germinating right now. Isaac Newton said, "If I have seen further, it is by standing on the shoulders of giants." The legacy of these great minds is an open invitation to learn, to question, to contribute, and to ensure the next chapter of intellectual history is the most creative yet.